Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gearbox. This will likely be the last quote-unquote build video of the transport truck because it's just taking way too long to record and show everything. In the last episode, I switched to a walking beam rear suspension. I started updating the chassis and stuff with everything, and then I mentioned I was going to do some work off camera. I also needed to move the axle back and redo some of the bodywork and stuff, and it was going to be another like 2 or 3 videos. So instead of doing that, I figured you've all seen everything like building it wise, the rest is basically just adjustments. So I figured I would just do that off camera and get it complete. So here we are. This is the complete, like, short version of the truck. As you can see, the front axle is moved back, and then it's shorter than that one, of course. I managed to get everything to fit in it. I had to push the gearboxes forwards by 2 or 3 blocks. I shortened the front sway bar arms, or links, whatever, and pushed this forwards literally as far as I could. I could push it forward 1 more block, but I don't like having the sway bar links that short. I could put the sway bar towards the front, but it would then interfere with making this 4-wheel drive, which I would like to at some point. So yeah, aside from a 4-wheel drive system, it's pretty much done. I would like to do some other upfits for it. I changed up the steering a little bit. Just kind of made it work a little bit better. Dropped chassis like I said I needed to do. For changing, if you want to say take this version of the truck, but extend the chassis and put a flatbed on it or something, a box, whatever, you can literally just take this angled beam here and this beam, just undo it here and here, and then extend the drive shaft, and it extends it. It's just, I wanted a simple way to do it, and I made a simple way to do it. This has the walking beam suspension that I made, the clutches. Like I mentioned before, this is kind of pointless to do, and it makes it so it can't use all of its power. However, it is much smoother doing it this way, and having it directly connected from motor gearbox to the diff, when I stop, it would kind of rock back and forth. Let's see if I can show it. It's also a little laggy today. I've got a wormy type thingy roaming around on its own. But if I kind of back up and then not do anything, you can see how it kind of rocks back and forth on its own. If I disengage the clutch, hit the brake, it'll actually just sit there instead of rocking back and forth. So that's what I did that for. And then the clutches are after the gearbox, because with testing, I tested it behind and in front, and in testing I found that it worked better having them behind the gearbox. Space wise, torque wise, it works better. I know it's a weird way to do it, but it works. So whatever. What else? I didn't have to move the motors or anything. I would still like to somehow make it an axle instead of a belt going from the steering to the steering wheel, because the belts can slip a little bit. But oh well. Not sure if I showed in the last video, but the interior, oops, I forgot to put the wood panel there again. But the interior is nice and wood paneled. It looks pretty good. Got lots of storage. have all the readouts that you need. The back of the truck, if you want to make it like a toter home or a large motorhome or whatever, I changed the back so that you can just take out the rear window and this panel and add on whatever you want. Much easier. You don't have to resize these, the side panels or anything. You just move the handles, the lights, and then this rack that would hold the airlines and stuff. You just remove that, and then you can make it longer. And then this plate is just to cover up the clutches and stuff. I would like to put on locking differentials at some point, but I have to move some stuff around for it to fit. It'd be nice if we could have a spider gear that locked, but oh well. Whether it was a clutch or a full-on lock, whatever, it would be handy, but I'm not too worried about it. I covered the gearing in the last video. What else? Did I wire it all? No. I thought I wired it all, but I guess not. So yeah, that's pretty much it update-wise, and then it's all nice wooden interior in the back. I still need to add the cabinets and stuff, so I guess I could do that now. I might as well do that now. So let's change to wood. And then I'm going to... How do I want to do this? Let's grab an L plate and bring it out from the wall, let's say right there, in line with that. Well, it sticks out a tiny bit, I think. Can't really tell. And then this, I'm just going to go all the way up to there, I think. And then, ooh, this plate is gonna get in the way a little bit. I put that there to hold sides together, make it easier to modify and work on. So yeah, I'm going to have like a closet kind of thingy on this side, I think. And then it should be fine if I go like this. And then I can just put a wood panel here. And that looks kind of nice. Come on. There should be a deselect all button. There we go. Now we have a little, like, coat storage thingy, I guess. And then it's like a table up top for the person up there. Ooh, actually, if I shorten that, bring this around that way, extend it out, like so. I'm going to copy that, put it up here, fill in the gap. There we go. Now it's like a little table up there for the person that's up there. And then shelving. I think it should have a little bit of shelving as well. It's a little bit off because of how the plates work, or the L plates work at least. So now there's like some shoe storage in the bottom, and then some other stuff, and you can hang your coats up there. There we go. That looks alright. Could look a little better, but I'm not too worried about it. And then this side, I'd like to have like a little kitchenette style thing. So I'm going to do pretty much the exact same thing, but lower. Or keep it to the same height as the bed. And then Put a plate on top. Yeah, that's good enough like that, I think. Oops. And then I will put a panel here, just to kind of help make it look nice. And then I guess I should add a little panel down there, like so. Oops. Actually, if I use one panel, or a plate, whatever, run it the full length of the wall, and then put this there, it won't have the gap. There we go. Alright. And then that can be like a little fridge, a little cooktop, and then let's make another one kind of there, I think. And then that can be a shelf for a microwave or something. I don't know if I'll like make a little microwave or anything, but it gets the point across. There we go. I think that looks kind of nice. And then it also kind of doubles as an end table for whoever's sleeping in the bottom. There we go. Not bad. I would like to add a dome light or a few lights to the interior, but with the way this game works, it won't work out how I want it to, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. So at the moment, I think that's pretty much it. Not sure if I showed in the last video, but it also has underglow, because I love underglow. Some people think underglow is ricey, but done right, it can look really good. So yeah. And then the springs like to spin for some reason. But let's grab a trailer. I updated my trailers. There's a dump trailer now. Just a simple dump trailer. I want to change the lift mechanism. It's based off of the dump truck that comes vanilla with the game. But I want to change the front attachment part and the lift mechanism just because it's kind of weak and it goes up weird. So I want to update that. Oh, I forgot to paint some of it as well. That's just a test flatbed that I made. Where is the dry van? Oh, here is a low bed that I made, kind of. It's kind of a low bed. It's like a 3-section low bed. So if you've got like a Jeep or something, you can just kind of drive it up on the back and park it. Easier to get things on and off of it. It has the same walking beam that I tend to do with my trailers on this. Same idea as what's on the truck, just a little bit differently set up. And then the dry van, which has, again, the same suspension with some mock supports, and then a wooden floor, and it's just a big open box. So I'm going to stick this on. I would like to change up the fifth wheel a little bit, just make the fifth wheel work a bit better. Oops. What was that? That is not attached. Why is that not? Oh, I didn't weld or lock these on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's save that. Transport 1 extended sleeper. I will figure out a proper name for it. If anyone has any name suggestions for this, let me know. It's based off, well, loosely based off of a Kenworth W900. But yeah, I don't have a proper name for it yet. I'd like to figure out a proper name before I upload it, and then I want to make the fifth wheel a bit better, but it works for now. I would like to have it so you just back up to it, hit a button, and it locks on, but to do it that way, the lights won't really work properly, so I'll probably just leave it like that for now. Then we can look in the back, and so on. Let's take it for a little test drive, and go find that little worm thingy that I was talking about. It has such low gearing now. Last I saw the worm thingy, it was heading that way, but it looks like it might have changed directions. It is way over here now. Okay. So yeah, there we can see the gearbox kind of working. And get a decent look at all the suspension bits working. My sinuses are a little stuffy at the moment. Oh, I passed it. Where is it? Ah, there it is over there. It is fairly stable when cornering. It could be a bit more stable, but oh well. I need to stiffen the front sway bar somehow, and then the rear end could be a little bit stiffer, but I'm not sure how I would do that. And then there's the little worm thingy. I just used the robot, the vanilla robot thing, and then changed it a little bit for the back pieces, and it just kind of roams around on its own, but it is causing a little bit of lag, so I am actually going to remove it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Once I figure out a name and I'm mostly happy with it. I would like to put some kind of like mock horn on it or something, but oh, and there you can see all the torque it has lifting up the wheel. But yeah, this will be uploaded at some point. I will likely upload this, the Jeeps. I have some more work to do with the Jeep variants before I upload them, and then I would like to upload the T1 at the same point as well. I made a chuggy version of it last night. I still have to make a video on it. But yeah, guess that's kind of it for now with the transport truck. Not a very interesting video, but I felt like just continuing, I feel like just continuing to work on it how I have been is a bit of a waste of time, because I've already done everything, and I've explained in previous videos everything I wanted to do, how I was doing everything, and so on. So instead of just wasting time recording as I redo everything again for the sake of recording and showing it, I figured that was kind of pointless. So yeah, I can delete this now. Goodbye. So yeah. If you have any ideas or tips or anything that I should try with this, feel free to let me know. I'm always open to ideas and constructive criticism, as long as it's constructive. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it at the moment, so I guess that's it for this video. Yeah. So, as usual, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, anything you want me to check out, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I would love to do a community builds thing on this like I do on Scrap Mechanic. And as always, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Hopefully this gets uploaded soon.